Please give a very warm Canadian welcome to Brendan Fraser.
Hello, Toronto. I'm so glad to see you. Are we done?
Yeah. That was just the tea.
Yes! Expo Toronto, here we are.
Now, were you filming in South Africa recently?
Yeah, sounds like a joke. Just off the plane from Johannesburg.
Wow.
And I still have dust in my shoes. Yeah, project called The Professionals with Tom Welling.
Woo!
Some of you may be meeting him later on. I don't know. He's in the house. I know that. I just saw him.
Oh, cool.
About private military contractors and billionaires, and then everything goes wrong, and then it gets all right. And you look good doing it.
Yeah. Have you shot there before?
No.
Oh, cool.
Any other questions?
Yes, I have a few. Okay. So I'm going to ask a couple of questions off the top, and then we'll open it up to the floor because I know you guys have tons of questions. Okay? Is that good with you?
Hit me.
All right, I got you. Okay. We did the South Africa. Oh, right. So kind of cross. So exciting that you're in Doom Patrol. Have you guys been watching that show?
Thank you.
Yeah. Was this something that you wanted to do to get into a superhero show, or is it this specific one because it does stand out from all the other shows we're seeing on TV right now?
It's, I think it's about misfits.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol is kind of the anti-hero hero show. It's like nothing that conforms to DC's universe, although it is theirs. It has been done as a comic book, and I know him in company of professionals here, about 7 or 9 times, something like that. So anyway, Jeremy Carver brought it to the screen with Diane Guerrero, big cast. She plays 64 separate and distinct characters as Crazy Jane. For those of you who don't have a DC subscription, I think you can find it on some other platform soon. But I recommend you check it out. It's unique. My character is Cliff Steele. He is a former race car driver who goes bang and then wakes up with his brain put into a broken down robot. Nothing unusual about that. I play him in the flesh because it's, guess what, folks, fantasy. So bounces back and forth between worlds and sequences. But in the meantime, there's another fantastic actor called Riley Shanahan who wears the mech suit. And he's a big, strong guy, handsome. Can't tell because there's like a bucket helmet on his face the whole time. But promise me, he's a good-looking dude. And it's sort of a collaboration between he and I and a whole host of other filmmakers and digital CGI magicians extraordinaire. Anyway, Doom Patrol, check it out. Season 2, on the way.
Did I read that you went to college with him?
Who?
The
Wait.
actor.
Oh no, Riley and I did attend the same college in Seattle, Washington. I got my degree 20-something years ago. And I think he was probably born around that time. But we did have similar instructors, so he has a strong background in movement and commedia and sort of punchy, fighty, kicky stuff. And seal of approval for being a real good guy.
Very cool. I have to ask because we know that the cast of The Goonies are here, and your Encino Man co-star Sean Astin is here this weekend. Have you run into him?
I know. I'm looking forward to him. Seeing him can someone
Surprise,
please
he's
give
coming
him,
up now.
give him
I
a
wish.
big hug from Brendan, please. Hi, Sean. He was a delight to work with. I was really new to making movie anything, and he was at that age. I think we were We were both just starting off. He knew how to work around a set. Wow, there's a camera and people pulling cables and stuff, and he knew who to talk to get a snack. You know? Yeah, love you, Sean.
And I have to ask, because I am such a huge fan of Encino Man, has it been a while since you've seen Pauly Shore?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
It has. He's still around. You can't get rid of him. Buddy.
Yes, moment of the convention. I'm so curious, with so many of these great films that you've been in, what's the most popular film or film role that you've done that people want to talk to you about?
Oh, gosh, it's a toss-up. Well, look, if I sign a lot of pictures that have me in The Mummy,
Yes.
so I guess that's what they want to see. And then there's more obscure ones. An English professor just gave me, just rolled out a huge poster for The Quiet American. And I thought,
very good.
From the sublime to the ridiculous, you decide which is which.
Yeah. Did things change for you after Encino Man, or was it George of the Jungle? Like, what film was it that all of a sudden people were coming up to you on the streets?
Yeah, I could pay off my student loans around that time, if I remember correctly. And the car that I borrowed from my mom.
Yes.
Thanks, Mom. She gave me a deal. Chevy Spectrum.
Yeah.
4 speeds. Built for speed. And parking tickets. Nah, nothing's changed.
Yeah. Okay, well, do you want to do some questions over here?
Please,
Yeah, and then I'll do some follow-ups. Okay, great. So we have a microphone right in the middle here. If you guys you want them to come up and line up, or do you want to go to them?
No, they'll line up.
Oh yeah, so if you could do a lineup, that would be awesome, guys. Here they go. All right.
Hi, Brendan. Really nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan of your work. So I was wondering if you have some stories from the set of George of the Jungle. I watched that movie probably like 50 times when I was a kid.
What do you want to know, bro?
I mean, is there anything funny or cool that happened on the
No,
set?
it's not funny. Come on, straight ahead drama. It's the story of Odysseus. That dude's just trying to get home, okay? Get with the program.
Can you actually lift a lion over your head, spin it around?
Yes,
and
as
throw it?
long as it's made out of stuffing and plastic.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hey, Brendan,
Hey.
big fan. So my question is, are there any other Mummy movies on the horizon?
For me?
Yes, for you. For you.
Do you
For
want
you.
one?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Please.
Did you hear that, Universal?
I mean, I know they like tried to do that reboot and it kind of, failed.
Oh, they did it.
miserably. But I mean, if you were approached,
Questions?
if you were approached for a reboot of like The Mummy, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good question.
Hey, wait.
Oh.
Just gotta say, I know how hard it is to make that movie.
Yeah.
I tried to do it 3 times. And the essential ingredient is fun. You gotta remember to have fun.
Yes. Agreed.
So if there's a fun way to approach it again, I'm all in.
Cool.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome to Toronto. I just want to ask you, what's your favorite movie, the one you did?
That I have been in?
Yes,
Oh,
your favorite
gosh.
movie.
Okay, Sophie, let's make a choice here. Well, at different points in my life, I guess, each project that you start.
George of the Jungle?
At that time, yes, that was my absolute favorite. I loved the part when the monkey was there and he was actually sticking his tongue in my ear, pretending to whisper in my ear. That's how they trained him, but they didn't tell me. And then he would get angry because he was an adolescent monkey. And once they turn that corner, then they don't do what the trainer says anymore because they want their take the way they want it. And they get frustrated and they pull off their little fur bikini. Oh yeah, that was a boy monkey, don't you forget it. But there can't be no monkey in a Disney movie, all right? And then they run up the rafters. And they do things that I won't say on camera right now. It was a blast.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Good story.
Hello, can you hear me?
What?
Two questions, sorry. One, what's your least favorite movie you've done?
My least favorite? I'm just happy to have a job, yo.
And also, where have you been?
Where have I been? Well, there's the green room right back here. And before that, like I said to the nice lady in yellow, I was in Johannesburg.
Yes.
I haven't gone anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere.
Gracias.
That's amazing.
Oh, Evelyn, where have you been? You never write, you never call. What are you doing with that book? Do you know what that book can do?
I won't open it, I promise.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
My question is a mummy question.
Surprising.
I was wondering if you had any stories about working on the first mummy movie or working with Rachel.
Working with Rachel? It's Rachel Weisz. She's wonderful. You know, if you're really impressed with talent and good humor, a belly laugh that could break a window. I mean, come on. It's Rachel Weisz. She's lovely. And believe everything. She got stuck with all the exposition in that show, which is good. That means all the talking. I was just the guy who was like, hurry up, let's go, come on, the thing is gonna go bang. It worked out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great costume.
Hello?
Ha.
So, I just would like to say that a personal favorite movie of mine that you've been in is Looney Tunes Back in Action. And I really enjoyed your scenes with Daffy Duck. They were my highlight. They were the highlight for me.
Okay, keep talking.
So, and I also want to add that, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you also voice the Tasmanian Devil?
Keep talking.
I guess it's true.
Yes, it's true. But first of all, we're all friends here. A word about Daffy? That guy's an asshole.
I believe it.
Are you kidding me? Every scene's about Daffy, always pulling pages out of the script. Hogs the camera, everything. I can't. Bugs, on the other hand.
Yeah, so my question...
He's the Iceman. Everything you've heard about Bugs is true. It is. He's the coolest guy.
So
yeah, me and Daffy. He never writes, he never calls either. Anyway, Tasmanian Devil? Yeah, that was me. All right, fine. Here, hold this. Hold it. Pardon. It was good enough for them. Oh, and by the way, I was Lady Taz also. Take that to the bank.
Yeah. I wanted to ask what
is this, 13 questions? Go ahead, what do you want?
What was it like working on that movie? That was going to be my overall question.
Well, look, it was great fun. Amazing puppeteering that they use. High-low-tech technology. I don't know if it's done that often anymore. So there were cartoon characters that were articulated as sort of stuffy puppets for eye lines, and a wonderful team of mad people to play all the characters all at once. So we always had something to interact with. And then, of course, you know, fancy graphics and things to replace it. Hey, I get bragging rights to having worked with all of the best acting instructors that I could ever have wished for that inspired me. And I mean Warner Brothers cartoon characters. Anything you want to know about acting, all you got to do is just watch one of those cartoons. It's all there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is about Doom Patrol. So I love Cliff Steele and I love Robot Man. And my question is, what's the most challenging thing about playing a character that you're not playing? So
Oh no, I'm playing it.
No. What I mean is providing the voice for another live action character. So it's not quite like animation, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here these are.
Is that hard?
No. Yeah, it is. If it's easy, everybody would be doing it. Believe me. The process that we decided early on in rehearsal was, okay, how are we going to create this robot man? Oh yeah, very, like I said, Riley Shanahan, good-looking, strong guy in a big mech suit. How is that going to play as? The answer was, it's tricky, but you have to be able to feel the person behind the mask. There's no CG treatment, to gussy it up. And it really just came down to he and I deciding on how the voice of the character would be. This is a frustrated guy who's way overconfident, who learns a pretty mean lesson about himself, and he needs to, and he has to make a journey of redemption, effectively becoming a better human as a robot than he ever was as a human walking around in this bag of plasma we call a body. So how do we do that? Well, there's technical things. There's a scratch track that I put down, read scripts. All interested parties, certainly they listen to it. Then on the day, it's just a collaboration to decide how the part is played. It really just takes a huge team. It takes a village to do it. It really does. But sometimes lightning strikes and it all comes together. And I hope you liked it, because I really enjoy doing that. And I think we're on for season 2.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
How much fun is it getting to read the scripts? Because I feel like a lot of interesting things happen, things you don't always see on TV, which is so fun. It makes it so entertaining. Is it really fun for you getting those scripts each week?
Yeah, of course. Well, that show takes a journey into a whole new world each episode.
Yeah.
And each of the characters gets to have their time to carry the torch. Each of their lives is examined. I think the power of imagination behind this is being supported from a real formidable producing team. So it's always exciting. Yeah.
Great.
Hi.
Hey.
I want to thank you for everything you've done. I grew up watching all your movies.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Your new production, you just finished filming season 1 on The Professional. When is it going to air and through what network?
I want to know the answer to that also. And I believe it's in the spring next year.
Okay, cool.
Some things aren't decided in advance. Likely near an iPhone near you. Like everyone else, I don't know.
So it will be, will there be a second season?
Again, this is let me just check my crystal ball right here. Possibly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How many episodes are there? Are you allowed to say that?
We just finished 10.
10, okay. And then how long was the shooting process?
I was there for 3 months.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. No one's gonna remember me. The only one who's gonna remember me is probably the dog. Not bad.
That's good. Hello.
Hi.
First of all, I want to say you're one of those childhood crushes for me. So thank you for that. Like, I watched George of the Jungle to the point where my brother's like, please stop.
Yeah, just stop. Really. Enough.
So I was just hoping, I know it's been quite a while, but I was hoping that you'd be able to give us that iconic George of the Jungle
Let me just squeeze
yell.
my butt cheeks together.
I got you.
I got you.
Come to Toronto, they said. Now wait a minute. Now back in the day, I heard that was that call that the T-Man had, Tarzan. It was a combination of 3 opera singers, a cello, and I think a hurdy-gurdy or something like that.
Oh my God.
So thank you very much. Yes.
No, thank you.
Yes,
I thank you
trained
on behalf
actor.
of everyone here.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Here's a flaming hoop. Jump through it. Next question.
The film Behind the Curtain of Night, will it be released?
Sometimes you just do them and you don't know where they go. Ain't gonna lie. Last I heard, it was in Prague.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I know.
Hopefully. And thank
Agreed.
you.
How long ago did you shoot that film?
Oh, back in 1612.
Okay.
This thing on?
Larry!
Good to see you.
You too.
First off, I just want to say you are absolutely perfect as Cliff Steele.
Thank you,
and
Larry.
Second off, my question, what's the most fun you've ever had on set?
Oh, wow. The most fun? It depends on what you're doing that day. Sometimes it's lunch.
My favorite time of the day.
What can I say? If you're having too much fun and you think you're being real funny, guess what? You're not. Next question? Hang in there, Larry. Oh, and if you need to lie down, you go ahead. Those who watch Doom Patrol know what I'm talking about.
Hi, Ren.
Hi.
My question to you is not The Mummy or George of the Jungle or anything recent. It's about Mrs. Winterbourne. One of my favorite movies. I love The Mummy as well. But my question is, what was it like working with Shirley MacLaine?
Filmed in Toronto, by the way.
Yes. It was
Yes?
shot at St. James Chapel on King and Jarvis.
Like she said. That's right. Shirley?
Yeah.
Wonderful. There's a scene when I play her son. One of their sons was a twin. One of them, anyway. She's saying goodnight to her son, who I play. Not the twin that. And she went to kiss me goodnight, and they couldn't put it in the movie.
Well, one of my favorite.
And that's Shirley.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when she threatens to spank you and don't think she couldn't do it, and you
I think
said
she
to-
improvised that.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have you ever been starstruck by anybody on set?
Are you kidding? Absolutely. I worked with Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
It was like, he took me for a ride in one of his planes. This is true.
Oh, cool.
The phone rings. Hey, Brendan,
Oh, that's good.
what are you doing this afternoon? Whatever. What's up, man? Whatever you want. Can you get to the airport? Yeah. Get in a cab. I get in a cab. Halfway there. You coming? I'm like, I just got in the cab, man. Get in a plane. He's in his plane. We're flying along. He's like, okay, you're gonna take the wheel now. I'm like, yeah, and I was totally like, wait a minute. I'm Chewbacca? I didn't say that to him because I wanted to be cool, you know? Yeah, I got this, man. Watch out for low overhang flying wires and stuff. You're on the crew. If we crash, it's your problem. All right, man. Then he's like, get in the back. Yeah, so that was a trip down memory lane.
That's a good story. Ooh.
That's really good. Just really good. What do you want to know?
Hey, so glad you're here. I was just wondering if you use any special techniques to memorize lines.
I read them.
Any?
Word
That's it?
association sounds like you speak, I speak. You speak, I speak. Gee, nope.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I want to talk about my favorite movies that you're in and see if the ratio, because I've never seen The Mummy or anything.
Wow, cool.
No,
Yeah.
what I love you from, and I want to know the.
See all these people? See all these people?
No, I want to know the ratio of people who know you from these movies and love you from these movies. And my favorite movies you're in are Bedazzled.
Oh, yeah.
Blast from the Past. And Encino Man, which I watched last night. And I want to know, how many people do you get that come to you for those movies?
Mostly people just walk up to me and go, "You're the guy that, don't tell me. Wait, no, you're Tom Welling." Right? Yeah, that's right. That's me.
I have a question over here. Oh, okay.
Hi.
Over this way. Oh, we're going to come over here with the microphone. There we go.
Sorry, I can't really move right now. Hi, Brandon.
Hello.
I have a question from Blast from the Past because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I still watch it when I'm sick and stuff. What was it like working with Christopher Walken? And did he give you dancing tips?
Did he give me what?
Dancing tips. Because you danced very well, and you actually sang one of my favorite songs in the movie, too.
Thanks. Chris is eccentric.
Yep.
And he eats a lot of garlic.
Oh, no way.
And he's the first one to tell you. I eat a lot of garlic. During the death scene, as he kept not dying and son one more thing.
Oh my God.
You look real close next time you watch the movie. There's tears. No, he didn't give me dance tips. Son of a gun.
Yeah, okay. So we'll do a couple more questions.
Hi. So we're all about doing the fandom thing here. Aside from Harrison Ford, who would you fan out of?
Oh, wow.
Oh, like if you haven't met them yet. Yeah.
Who would I fan out about? Oh, sorry. This thing helps you here. When I grew up in Toronto, I did.
Yeah.
And back in the Stone Ages of the 1980s, before Encino Man, I was a real big Police fan. I was a big Sting fan.
Yes.
And I think as a 50-year-old man now, if I were to meet Sting, I don't know if I would get like all wobbly, geeky about him, but I have to let you know, you were a big influence in my formative years in my life. And I think if I were to meet the man one day, I'd totally freak out.
Let's be real, you would freak out. Thank you for Airheads, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
Rocker.
Yeah. If it's too loud, you're too old, man.
Hi. Good afternoon, Mr. Fraser.
You can call me Brandon.
Okay. I know this question is going to be a little strange since I'm wearing an X-Men shirt, but what's your favorite DC? Who's your favorite DC character?
I'm gonna go with the Man of Steel.
Yeah. Mine's Batman.
Batman's cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, big Doom Patrol fan here. I just wanted to ask, who is your favorite person working with in Doom Patrol?
In Doom Patrol?
Yeah, in Doom Patrol.
It's an ensemble. I'm not going to play favorites. I love them all. Even Diane and her 64 different personalities that drive her crazy, playing a crazy person trying to keep track of. I'm in love with the project. I just want to give it a big, warm, happy hug all the time.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Fight. Oh, don't you seriously just want to see that go down, right? I mean, don't you? Like, I do.
Just for the record, we're brothers.
Even better.
So we're huge fans. And would you mind reenacting a scene from The Mummy?
Which one?
The one where there was a shipwreck and everyone just started swimming. Benny went on one side of the river.
Oh, yeah.
And then O'Connor went on the other
side.
side.
Benny!
Wait, I want to say it first.
You're on the wrong side of the river! That one? Yes. Hey, O'Connor, I got all the horses. Kevin J. O'Connor was brilliant. Can we just acknowledge that, how great he was as the mummy?
We just love you as a duo, you and Benny, especially from the scene where you threw a chair at him.
That was really me, and that was really not him, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Don't throw chairs, kids. Not nice.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say that I am a very big fan. I grew up watching Journey to the Center of the Earth every single day.
Yeah.
I
Things to do today.
watch Journey to the Center of the Earth every single day. I am like an aspiring actress, and just seeing that you grew up here, where not too many people, do you know what I mean? Not too many people from here become as big as you are. So
Wrong.
Well, no, I mean I live in like a small country town, so like it's really hard for me thinking about getting to where you are. Just seeing you makes me really happy. Never mind, it's a big thing. So my question is, can I have a hug?
Oh. Okay. I'll back up.
Take the stairs. There's a sign-up sheet, too. Look, you want to act? Yeah. Do you like it? I mean, does it make you feel like you belong and you want to do it? That's all you need to know. That's it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's all.
Yay!
Okay.
Guys, don't hate me. I'm so sorry. That was our last question. We have to wrap it up. I know. I'm the worst.
That was a nice hug.
It was, right? I figured
It really was.
end off on that there.
On that note, y'all give each other a big hug. Thank you, Toronto.
Guys, big round of
Bye
applause.
for now.
Brendan Fraser.